What is going on out there, good people? And welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well. As for myself, I am doing pretty good. Just went and had lunch, getting back to the desk, and I figured I would go ahead and get this recap out of the way early. I don't see myself taking any more trades today, so why not go ahead and get the recap out the way before I get out in the shop and get back to doing some work. As far as how we traded today, nice clean trades today. Traded two of the PA accounts and traded the cash account, and we are green in all three of those accounts that we traded. So let's go ahead, let's pull up the numbers, let's see how we did. We'll take a look at the charts, and then we'll review the video of the PA trades that we took on screen. But I'm reviewing trades for February 27th. Gross profit, 335. Gross losses, 0. We gave back nothing today, y'all. We went long, we went short, and we were 100% going both ways. Says that we took 22 trades. Didn't take that many. That's just based on how Ninja Traders counts trades. Average winning trade, $15.23. Of course, we had no losing trades. Largest winning trade, $150. Largest losing trade, 0. Still have the little account thing pulled up. That $150 largest trade, that was in this one PA account, and that was on, I want to say, 1 NQ that I took in that account. Made $104.10 in the cash account, and then made $70.50 in the other PA account. This is a $25,000 account. This one here, if I could make $150 a day, I'm happy with that. In 10 days, that's $1,500. This one here is a $50,000 account. So I'll trade NQs in the 50K account. I trade MNQs in the $25,000 account. Just trying to be smart, y'all. Just trying to be smart. Let's go ahead. Let's bring up the charts. Market is still going. It's what, 215 right now? 215. So market, this is usually the time when the market kind of gets a little jiggy with it. But let's see, what do we want to look at? We'll look at the 5 cents. That's what we always looking at. And then I'll pull up the, I will pull up the, is this a 5 minute? Yep. I'll pull up the, now something is, and this was wonky going in this morning when I booted up. You don't see that after hours period, and it just gaps up. So we're not able to see like 4 o'clock. And I don't know why it did that. Let me see something real quick. Break it in today. That it? Nah. I don't know. It's just, and Ninja Trader did something a little funky this morning too, and that was one of the reasons why I quit trading. It was putting me in the trades very slow. It was super laggish. So we're only going to be able to see from like, what's that, 8 o'clock? It's about when I sat down this morning. But just notice, bouncing, came, hit the 4-hour level, kind of chopped around. Market opens right here and it sells off. Let's look at this on a 200 chart. Let's look at it on a 200 tick chart. Might look a little bit better, but this is why I like the 200 chart. I had someone comment on my video from a couple of days ago, and that's showing way too much for what I want to see. As far as my 10-20 crossover strategy, saying that it doesn't work in all markets, which is true. I definitely will not argue with that. But I don't think there is any strategy that works in every single market. And that's why it's good to have different strategies, have different playbooks or different strategies in your playbook. So if there is a kind of rangy day, you can find opportunity. But I will say with the 10-20 strategy that I use, and when I'm trading off the 200 tick chart, even in a 2-minute chop, you will get trends on the 200 tick chart. And I'll kind of show you that here in a minute, but just wanted to show you, like at 8:10, we were coming off of this 4-hour level, comes back down to the 10 moving average. I call this my fast moving average. Back up to 4-hour level, tries to break it, fails to retest. Market opens. This thing just sells off all the way down to another 4-hour level. Bounces all the way back up to, guess what? That same 4-hour level, breaks it, no retest, and just kind of chops on around. Does finally kind of set a lower high from this one here, sells off. Now you get a high here, you're getting a higher low here from this level, and now you're kind of making that move back up to this 4-hour level. So that's why I like my 4-hour levels, y'all. It's clean to me. This is clean. Before, I would have 15-minute levels, 5-minute levels, hourly levels, and it just made my chart a little too messy. So what I found is that these 4-hour levels, look at that on the 2-minute chart, how clean it's testing these 4-hour levels. Right here, it breaks it, comes back up to get a retest to go back down, and it holds. You get another retest right there, and then off to the races. And not only do you get the retest, you get a color change on the 2-minute chart, because I do have my 2-minute chart set up to flip colors as well. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at the 2-minute chart, and I'm going to go back over here real quick. You're going to see this on the video too. But going into market open, going into 9:30, I had just come out of a trade, and in the Discord, I told him, I was like, I'll be back at 9:45. Man, I missed a killer opportunity right here. And I kind of just marked my chart up and sent it over into the Discord. Market opened at 9:30 right here, kind of sold off, came back up and retested this 4-hour level and failed. You get this lower high right here, and it flips colors. Oh man, that's money. Back up the truck. That's a killer position. If you enter anywhere in here, so let's say you enter at 8,009, your stop is going to be 22. That's like 13 points. This thing goes from, call it 810, all the way down to 17,960. That's 40. That's 50 points on a 10-point stop. Even if you just took this to where this flip back green right here, that's bank. That is bankroll. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to bring up the video now, and we'll take a look at what we actually traded. So let's go ahead and get it started. I did get OBS started a little late, so you already see me in my first trade of the morning. Let's kind of take a look at it real quick. I went long on the flip. So you notice we were green, red, flips back green. I go long right here. My stop's right there. So what's my entry? Entry is about, call it 18. My stop is at 8. So a 10-point stop. My target is going to be the 4-hour level. So this one here has about a 1-to-1 probably. Maybe a little less than 1-to-1. And I'm in 2 contracts. So kind of speed this up just to see what it does. Oh, don't even have to. It makes a nice move. Once this makes the move, you see I get my stop into what I like to call profit. Get it into profit. I would have wanted to see this keep pushing. And I'm going to pause this real quick. I would have wanted to see this keep pushing. It breaks this supply level. Come over to the left. You see that pivot. I would have wanted to see this break and then use this pivot as support, but it literally just peekaboos and then rolls over. So got my stop basically locking in what, $5. That's locking in commissions and fees is basically what that locks in. And we'll kind of scroll it on up. You see, I go back long again. Let me back this back out though. Or no, that's still that same first trade. I'm sorry. I don't know why it kind of went backwards like that. So let's scroll it. So you do see that it does bounce here off of the 200 when it came back down. It would not have stopped me out though, because remember my stop was down here. Would not have stopped me out. Made that same move back up, but it did not break that pivot and hold, and then the market opens. And I had made the comment, I did not want to be in that trade at market open. I would have got stopped out. So at this point, I'm not at the desk. I then got up, walked away, made the comment, I'll be back at 9:45. So I'm missing all of this. And then you'll kind of see when I do sit back down. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. But it's always good. I always glance over here at this 2-minute chart just to see what the actual 2-minute candle is doing. Because again, time-based charts, the 2-minute or the 1-minute chart, that's just one candle. But look at the tick chart. You're actually getting pivots. You're getting higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then it fails off of the 200. That's to be expected. If this 200 wasn't right here, I would have thought that this would keep going up a little higher, but failed off the 200. Go ahead. I'm going to just start kind of speeding this through a little bit. That's where it comes in. It tests that 4-hour level perfectly. I swear by my 4-hour levels. When I say I swear by these levels, I swear by them. Look at it over here on the 2-minute chart, upper left-hand chart. A test. Beautiful. So now you're getting that lower high from here. And you had the flip right there. So you could have took this trade here, but I wouldn't have wanted to take it above this 200 level because I'm going to expect this 200 to kind of act as support. And you have an intraday level just below it. So it flips it back green. Speed this on up again. Speed it up to where I'm actually sitting down at the desk. And you can tell that because I'm going to start drawing on the chart. So there we go. Now I'm sitting at the desk. I didn't seen this move and I'm like, dang, man, why did I say that I didn't want to sit here today? So like I said, I kind of make little notes on the chart throughout the morning. I'll post those over in the Discord just so I kind of have them for one. And then if somebody else looks at them and sees them, then they can maybe kind of get a peek into how I'm trading. So basically I'm just showing like, man, look at that perfect test of the 4-hour level, failed. Look at that flip to red, flip to green. It's below the 200. Put that stop right there, and that is bank. That is moolah. And this thing just worked to perfection. Now you see it here, came down to this 4-hour level. Didn't come all the way down to it, but got close. Get the flip, red to green. Let's take a look at it. I think I do go long right here. Yep, I go long. So flip red to green, stop below the pivot. I'm trading this back up to this 200. That's my goal, is to see this back up to 200. But let's see what it does. See where I get my stop at. It starts making the move. I put my stop in profit. Comes back, tags me because I wanted to see this just go. I wanted to see it break this supply level and go. So I don't have a problem like getting in a trade and then just moving my stop and getting out of it. And look, had I not did that, I would have stopped out. That would have been a red trade. But that's just me looking at the chart and seeing to the left, you got this pivot. It's easy to see it now because I have these supply lines that get drawn. So this should have made that break. But look, it comes right back over again. Would have stopped out though. This would have been a red trade. and I go long again because it flips. Same play though. I'm just trying to trade this back up to the 200 moving average. Boom. You see me get out of the trade, up 64 bucks now. Because again, this can break this 200, but my expectation is that it's going to fail. My expectation is that it's going to fail. So you see it tested it a couple of times. Why sit through all of this chop? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait on this to finally break it, retest it, and then I can get back in. I just made like 40 bucks off that trade. So there's the break. Let's see if we get the retest. When I say a retest, my retest is I want to see it come down, break the high. And I think somebody was asking me something about that area. But let's get back over there to where it's actually moving it. Let's do it again. Up, let me back up. I'm in a trade. Back up. Back up. So we'll see. So we get the flip. I'm a little late because I was fooling around, but it's not a bad entry right there. Stop again is going to be below the pivot. And actually this one I put just below the 200 because it should not fail at 200. And then I want to see it break this supply and run. Booyah. That's what I want to see. Now I can get my stop and profit. I'm in just one position. Comes back down, tags me. And I think this one is still going to go. But this is when I was having, you noticed I was out of the trade and it still was showing. Back it up real quick. Yeah, see? It comes down, stops me out, but it still has an order like it's sitting up there. So Ninja Trader was doing some real funkiness. But I am going to take one more trade. Let's just watch it real quick. Yeah, and this kind of shows you the big picture of what the 200 is doing. You're getting higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Kind of choppy, but you could draw a trend line from like here across, and you see it just broke that trend line. That's the trend line right there. So I'm expecting this to either get back in that trend and make an explosive move, or keep going down. But it bounces off of it. You use this point here, that point there, that point right here. So it just barely peekabooed below it, made the move back up. On this side, you're using this point, this point, this point. So this one here should have kept going higher. So it's kind of how I would have looked at that trend going higher. Oh yeah, so right here I just kind of made a comment on Discord, and I was labeling my trades. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll through this. Yeah, I just kind of labeled them 1, 2, and 3. Let's keep going. Let's find that last trade that we took. Let's keep going. See, I didn't trade for a minute. Kind of said I was done. Look, we're back up at that 4-hour level. Let's keep going. Man, it's a good little minute. And look over at the look over here at this 2-minute chart though. You got this nice downtrend. We're in a nice downtrend and it broke the downtrend. But look at the 200 tick chart, y'all. You're just getting, I like that 200 because I get so many more opportunities to take possibly good trades. Not every trade is going to be good, but usually if I kind of think it out, it's going to be a decent trade. Man, when do I take that last trade? Let's keep going. Oh no, that is it. Yeah, we only made $70.50 in that account. So yeah, that was the last trade. That was the last trade. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna stop the video right here. I'll pull up the, let me see if I could pull up the other PA account. Give me one sec. All right, got the other PA account pulled up. That one we trade an NQ. So we'll take a quick peek at that trade on the chart. Because like I said, it was being recorded off screen. So we'll see it though over here. It was a one and done, y'all. It's a one and done. And this was that trade. So you get green, it flipped it red. It's below the 200, pushes it back down, flips it red. We get the green break right here. Would have been a good entry. I caught it a little late though. What's that? Let's call it let's say a 71 entry. Stop is going to be 60. That's 11 points. Not bad. This comes up, pulls back, makes the move. Now I get in right here. A little tighter stop, I'm thinking. Let's see. 79 entry, and my stop is going to be down here. 70. So 9 points. 9-point stop. And this thing goes from 79 up to 86. Kind of pulls back, kind of chasing it with my stop. Then it does make a slightly higher move. What is that? 86 all the way up to 95. That was another 10 points. That was another $200 in that move. Had I just been a little more patient, but no, I'm trying to lock profit in. Pulls back down, rips again to where? The 4-hour level on the NQ chart. Now, because these levels are different between the NQ and between the MNQ. Chops around, comes back up, retest, flips the chart red. You could take this right here, put your stop up there, and probably trade this down to that red line. Let's see what it does. Man, it's almost like magic, ain't it? Flips, stop, comes back up, right down to the red line, comes back up, retest, it holds, and it's probably back up. Where's it? Right on back up to the 4-hour level. So that's how I trade my price levels, my 10-20 flip, or my fast moving average, slow moving average flips. And then I just use these moving averages to kind of tell me where it's going to catch support at. Excellent right there. It broke, came back down. You get the retest, it fails. Retest, breaks that low. This should go down. That should go down. Breaks the 200, catches intraday support now, pushes it back up. Beautiful thing, y'all. Beautiful thing. And now you look and you see we are right at another 4-hour level. On that note, I'm wrapping this one up. As always, thanks for checking me out. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, now would be an excellent time to do it. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments because I enjoy the comments. I love the interaction. I like it. I like trading. I like other people that trade so we all can learn from each other. And like I was saying, I agree with the other gentleman when he said that it doesn't work in all markets. I wholeheartedly agree with that. But what I will say that is using the 200 tick chart, if we're ranging between, let's say 20 or 30 points, I can usually find a decent trade in there where it's going to kind of flip. Now, if it's like maybe a 10-point range, it does make it a little more difficult to find a trade, I will admit. But 30-40 point range on a time-based chart, I'm usually going to get a good move that's going to go maybe 20 points. Usually if I got a 10-point stop and it goes 10 points, I don't mind a 1-to-1 trade. I'm not one of those people that I have to get a 2R trade, because my thing is, if it gets green and it's green good, I'm usually going to move my stop into profit. So that's going to limit my exposure on those. Now, there are some trades that I'm going to take and it's going to stop me out. There's nothing I could do about it. But most of the time, if I can get my stop into profit, I'm hoping for it to work then, because it's going to be a free trade at that point. So it's either going to be a free trade that's going to make me money, or it's going to be a free trade that just kind of stops me out, break even, and then I'll reassess it. So On that note, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna wrap this one up, and we'll be back at it again. I don't think I'll be trading tomorrow. I'm hopefully gonna find me a car tomorrow. So supposed to go look at one. So may or may not get some trading in. But on that note, I'm out of here. Peace.